Okay, we have a lot of stuff to do, but we have neglected our own yard. So, takes like 5-10 minutes. Joe is knocking down the yard. You guys. The guys are trimming the stone wall. And then we're gonna get to work. Highlight of the week, Christian is back! Alright, full schedule, let's go. We're taking you with us. Happy Monday, let's go. How you feeling, Joe? It's a new week, fresh Monday.
Feels like Monday. I'm thinking it's Monday. We have a good little list. It's supposed to rain like every day but today. But, you know, that's what we're used to. So we're just gonna... Now we don't even really have a mow list. We just have a... What day is it gonna rain the most? Okay, this is what we can do on the most rainy day. This is what we can do when it's raining a little bit. And then we have stuff that, like, we need it to not rain at all.
Yeah.
Some things I need it to not rain at all for, like, 2 days. And that's probably not going to happen. Because I need stuff to be dry. I need to do some concrete. I need to do some concrete, and that was going to be, like, an afternoon job. So it'd have to be not raining the next day. But we don't have any afternoon followed by a clear next day at all this week.
How was your Father's Day, Joe?
It was good.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
We went for a little tour into Vermont. Don't know how I feel about Vermont anymore.
I didn't think going over a border would be living life so different.
Yeah. I used to love Vermont, but I guess I used to love Vermont in the areas we used to go around, like, all the farms and everything. You get into, like, the little, like, what do you call it? Like, squares and the little towns and cities that are all, like, niche-y and...
Little, like, town squares.
Yeah, I don't. Yep, get me out. But the Antiques Mall was cool. We got some old records. And,
almost in it.
yeah, we were checking out at the Antiques Mall, which is just a giant old barn.
With no windows.
No windows or anything. All of a sudden, power goes out.
And they're trying to get everybody to leave, and we're like, hold on, we're in the middle of the checkout. Can we pay, like, check, cash, something?
Right,
like I don't want to drive home and not get all the stuff.
Walked around
that
for
we just walked around
an
for
hour and a half, 2 hours, collecting records, and somebody they got like a little scale. Whoa, guy, keep it between the two. What the? Where is he going?
I don't. He's gonna crash. This will be great YouTube content.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't hit another car.
I was gonna say, great YouTube content when I drag him out of his truck and beat him because he hits an oncoming car with a family.
Here he goes again.
Accident. Can people just drive? Nobody can drive nowadays, and I'm not even being dramatic.
No, you're not.
I can't hop in my car and drive 10 minutes without getting behind somebody that can't maintain a speed.
Here he goes again.
Can't stay in between the lines.
I know, you can see it well on the camera. But it's not even like he's close to the line. He's putting like half his truck in the other lane.
I was so nervous about our first son driving because I was nervous about him driving. Like, young kids, not saying him in particular. I'm saying you're nervous about your kid driving, right? I'm more nervous now about Bentley driving with people like this on the road. God, people... I know there's a lot of people in this world, and there's probably a lot of very good people, and there's a lot of good drivers. But I'll tell you what,
every day we get on the road to go to work,
I am surrounded.
We're more anti-people.
I am surrounded by people that just can't function.
Yeah, I think every day I'm speechless because of something. But to the point that Joe hates it even when Bentley and I go somewhere, like if we head to an AAU basketball tournament or something.
That's why I got rid of cars.
And Joe has to work or whatever. He goes to like 95%, but that 5% he can't go. He will literally be like, text me when you get there, let me know everything's okay.
Well, you had, like, it makes sense, all the traveling. We had bought
a little Mercedes.
We had a Mercedes, and then we had we've had a few little Cadillacs, but like little all-wheel drive Cadillacs. Nice little cars, probably safe little cars. But what did I say? Little car. Yeah. And what is a little car to even like a stock, big heavy truck like this? It's a jump. Yeah. That's
why I drive.
You're not going like this. You're going like this. Like, so Tahoe, full size SUV or truck is really the only thing I want my family in.
Because everyone
I don't care about how much fuel economy.
I was gonna say, they'll complain. You're driving to Hampton all the time. How much is that in fuel? Don't even look.
Don't care.
Don't care. Well, all right, Joe. Glad you had a fun Father's Day.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I meant to ask you, what kind of records did we find?
We
found some good ones. A couple we thought were really good.
Bad Company one. I don't know the names of the albums and stuff, but the Bad Company one had like Shooting Star and Feel Like Making Love.
Hank Williams.
Oh.
And I was like, heck yeah, this is the best. She read me a couple of the songs.
And then I was even more excited because she read me a couple of the songs. And is that Joanne? I don't know if she worked at Proctor.
I don't know.
Anyway, she read me a couple of the songs, and it wasn't even till I got home and I read a couple more songs. I was like, oh, no way, I didn't know this had collage inside thing, but that was like, my grandfather used to dance to the Kalijah song and whatever. It was funny.
We were so excited.
I was so excited I had that song. Didn't know that, because I never held it in my hand until we got home, didn't know that it was 101 strings. It was like a orchestra musical of the songs. I was like, put it on, and I was like, I've never heard the beginning of this song sound like that. And then I was like, what is this?
So, my bad. I was so excited that I just saw the titles and stuff. I was like, this is a score, and it was only $10. Maybe that one was 15. One of them was 15. But all of them said they had been like tested, no skips, whatever. So I thought I really hit it out of the park, which is still fun to have on for like background music, but it's just not the same. But all right, we are at the cemetery. Christian and Harvey will be here soon. We're gonna knock this one out of the park. Then we have 2 more cemeteries, then we're hopping on residential, and we're gonna get all the mowing we can done today. And then,
what's this one take us? Like 2 hours?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Hour and a half, 2 hours.
But then Bentley has his first high school sophomore summer basketball game or something like that. They have a whole summer schedule, and we're headed to Co-Brown. So we gotta get this stuff done. We got a full day. It never ends, does it, Joe? Day, night.
Nope. It never ends.
No. All right, let's go.
That's what it takes to be rich and famous, I guess, right?
Like Richard Lamus.
Rich and famous, like Richard Lamus.
Got those Ballard blades on. I heard you hit a nice rock or something this morning, and I was like, brand new blades. Yep. When you mowed our yard. But what are you thinking about those blades? You just said they're all right, but you think they'll do well on my mower in here today?
Yeah. Well, and I think everybody was like, oh yeah, they're good for fall cleanup. They're good for fall cleanup. I understand they're good for fall cleanup. I have done this for 30 years. I was trying Gator mulching blades because, yes, like or not Gator mulching blades, but mulching blades. Yes, the condos we use, the high lifts in there are nice. It leaves a nice stripe. Everything's clean. Overall, a lot of our stuff is like this, and I've said it before. A lot of times I could sharpen the blades and get more life out of the blades, but I can't because stuff like this is so sandy that it like cuts the lift off the back of the blade. So with the fingers of a mulching blade, it lets the stuff through. And I understand that normally a mulching blade doesn't stripe as nice, but these still have almost an inch of lift.
Yeah.
I don't think these are as nice as the Oregon G6s, which is probably what I'm trying next. But also, people have to understand that making content and making YouTube, just because I might not like these blades, I might point out what they do well and what they don't do well. So we have to try things. I can't just be the old man that's set in my ways and I run this blade and I have for 38 years.
Well, and there's always new products and things changing, and I mean, that's why we enjoy doing YouTube, like you said, trying new things. And we have such a variety of accounts, from sandy cemeteries to beautiful,
that if I can find a blade that works all around for everything. It's like when it comes to a piece of equipment, I need the loader backhoe of blades.
right,
A rubber tire backhoe loader
that can do many things.
doesn't do anything great, but it does everything. It's not a tracked excavator, it's not a loader, it's not a skid steer, it's not a tractor, but it does everything they do
Right.
okay.
You can get it done.
So that's what I need to really have the blades, because we go from, Betty Sue's little 1/4 acre moss covered lawn to golf course type stuff across the way and 20 acres, and then cemeteries. Some cemeteries are like this and not so great, and then other cemeteries are lush and grow like crazy. I'm not going to pull up and change my blades each time
Right.
on 4 mowers. So if I can find a blade that works well across the board, because a lot of times, the high lifts work awesome on grass that you're going in and, you're staying on top of. But then if you have the stuff like we go mow Pittsfield and that grass grows like crazy and it's supposed to be every 2 weeks for the
Yeah.
cemeteries, high lifts that's a lot of blade that you're moving a lot of grass with,
Yeah.
Well,
and I think the other thing people have to understand is we're not just here catering to like one audience. I know of some like 16-year-old kids, and sometimes it's nice to be like, hey, with a code with Ballard, it's a lot cheaper for something.
Right.
And if you're just a young kid starting out, these are okay to use.
Blades.
Like, you do not have to buy the most expensive, best thing on the market.
No, I haven't even bought Ballard's expensive blades yet.
Right.
And I don't even care. I don't care about the price. It's kind of like we were talking about fuel a minute ago.
Right.
If I know that buying the gold hybrids or whatever that's going to be the amazing all-around
elite
blade for me. Well, okay, so one mower, say you're going from, $60 a set to $100 a set. It's not really a big deal.
Right.
But if I can try the middle of the road ones and they work good, that's what fits for middle of the road. That's why it's called middle of the road. You got your high-end people and you got your, $25 guy over here. We're somewhere in the middle, and that's what we're trying to show you. What products work for, you can do the high-end stuff, you can do the little stuff.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate everything you do and all your feedback, Joe. I know one goal for me, I think, is like our videos are just all about us and videos and whatnot. But I would like, as we get further into the season, kind of make videos specific to products.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I think our info can get lost, because it's like, look, we're mowing. Oh, and we tried these, and
Right.
These are good.
You wanted me to do that the
bad.
other day.
Yeah.
Like when we
but
did
it
these
just kind of
blades.
got into the same old.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't have a good lawn that day to demonstrate these blades. Like, this is a better scenario for these blades.
Right, and you just started mowing, and it was the overgrown lawns.
Right.
But it's almost like I want to start like, okay, once a week or something, we focus on a product that we use.
Right.
Do like a whole review of it and use it at like one place to show.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Instead of, but I think that would be
Comes
cool.
The rest of the crew and the rest of the mowers.
I think that would be cool content to bring, and I don't want to change anything we do, but I just want to make sure that we bring like valuable information and make it easier for people to find it. You know what I mean?
I try to, as much as I say I'm doing it for everybody else, I'm also doing it for me. There's no way, with the way the world goes, equipment changes, technology changes, there's no way that if you just say, oh, I've been running Oregon blades on my X-Mark since 1986. There's no way that just because that's what's worked for you for all this time, that's the best thing.
Yeah.
There's other mowers, there's other blades, there's other trimmers, there's so much else. It's like the same mindset of trying to learn something new every day.
Right.
I'll try a new brand, a new product, a new way of doing
anything
things.
but Echo, Joe.
Yeah, I'm not switching up from Echo.
I can't tell what it can see.
Makes sense. So you want to put this in?
Christians, how is your first cemetery back to the real world?
Pretty rad.
How is training?
Super fun.
I did post it on Instagram. And one of our friends who, he's retired. I don't know if he's retired from the military, but I think he still works in the military somewhere. But what did he write, Joe? Big gun, go boom, or something. He did the photo.
It does go boom.
It was funny. But a bunch of people were wishing you well, Christian.
You can't tell that this one's usually on the open trailer, huh? Look at those switches. Are supposed to be orange.
No difference. All right, because
well, really, yours is better because these barely squeeze in, and yours is an inch narrower. But I don't want yours anywhere else.
So just bring mine and the little one for right now.
Are you leaving?
No, I still have time. I can go do the cemeteries with you, and then you guys can go do the few residentials if you'd like. Why wouldn't we do that?
Because I think hers fits better in.
Just leave your 2 big mowers right here. Load these 2 in the enclosed.
Yeah.
We'll go do the other 2 cemeteries.
Yep.
And then we'll just come back.
And then we'll take the big mower.
I think every video until we buy one, you should just complain about
that I don't have a bigger trailer.
You need a bigger trailer.
Even right now, literally, the 4 of us and the 4 mowers could be 1 truck and trailer.
Oh, good. Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! Take the camera and go see it. I definitely see it on the camera. He's just hanging out. He was here this morning. Joe, you can. He's like just on the tree line. like 3.5 whole minutes. On to the next cemetery. All right. This is gonna be our last cemetery of the day. And then the guys are gonna hop on residential. I didn't work this weekend because it was Father's Day, so I have to go home and do invoicing for the end of last week. So we're gonna split up the mowers. I'm gonna head home. And the guys are gonna finish the Monday residential stuff. But yeah, this is just a little look from the cemeteries. It's funny because when we first started, I thought this felt like huge. And I felt like it took so long. And now we're in and out in, I don't even know, 20 minutes. And this is like so small compared to our other accounts now. So it's just funny over the years as you like evolve how that works and how your perspective is so much different the more you grow. But yeah, the guys just have that like one last row over on the edge. It's looking good. What do you think, Joe? Any final words for YouTube? Oh, excuse me.
Final words?
Any final words for YouTube?
Leaving. Oh good, it looks like it's gonna rain Friday now. Only 30% though.
Oh, well, mowing that.
Yeah. And stuff's pretty tame now.
Yeah.
Like it has been slowing down. The only thing that's still probably gonna have the upper hand on us is Pittsfield, where it's thick and wet.
Yeah.
But like the condos, all these cemeteries, everything's pretty like mellow. So if it's
All
raining a little bit, we're
residential.
okay. Other than I would say Pittsfield, that's like you kind of want it dry.
Yeah. Well, you might not get your wish this week there,
Nope.
baby. Well, what do you have to say, YouTube, before we go?
Drive fast, drink milk.
And on that note, YouTube, we'll see you next time.
Do I need to explain that?
Nope. All right. I guess we'll see you tomorrow, eh?
Hey.
YouTube will see you tomorrow.
Yes.
I'll see you later.
You'll probably see me later.
All right. You gonna do your thing? Peace out, YouTube.